Hey guys, Sarah here. I'm really excited to receive my We Feed You meal delivery this week. So these guys are a smaller provider, but they have a really great selection of healthy looking meals on there, and they do cater for a range of different diets, from gluten-free and lactose-free to even low FODMAP and those who have an athletic style training regime. So really interested to see what these meals are like. These are frozen meals, which they believe is going to lock in that nutrient content of the meals themselves. So let's check it out. Okay, so let's open it up and check out what's inside the package. So these meals range from about $10.95 to about $13.95 each, and as I said, they do have a large variety and some really yummy looking meals. Excellent. Okay, so these are the single portion meals, 350 to 375 grams in here, and I also ordered one that is supposed to be for feeding 2 people, which is 450 grams. I'm not sure if it will be enough for those big eaters. So this is what they look like frozen, as you can see. Okay, so these meals here really vary in terms of macronutrient content depending on what you order. There are a few vegetarian options as well, so obviously they range a little bit different than those ones that are meat-based. From a protein perspective, you're looking at about a range of 8 to 30 grams per 350 gram serve, so quite a broad range depending on what you choose. They're not low carbohydrates, so that sort of range goes from about 32 to 60 grams per serve. And from a fat perspective, you're looking at around 9 to 20 grams. Their fiber is okay at 10 grams per serve, but not huge. So as I said, these are priced around $10.95 to $13.95. You can get discounts on the meals the more you order, so that can help with budgeting. But let's microwave these for 6 minutes and see what they taste like. Okay, so I've just heated up the lemongrass pork with green beans and brown rice. So this requires 6 minutes if still frozen. Let's have a look. Nice portion of green beans on top. The pork looks a little bit mushy, and the rice is a bit stuck together, but not too bad once you give it a bit of a mix. Let's see how it stacks up in terms of flavour. Okay, so you can definitely taste the lemongrass in there. The pork is a little bit mushy, but with the grains of rice, it's not too bad. The beans are a little bit soft, but that often happens when you're microwaving. So I'm going to tuck in and finish the rest of that meal and try some of the others that I've ordered in the We Feed You range. So I'm back having enjoyed that lemongrass pork and also spent the week eating the rest of my We Feed You meal delivery, and I can honestly say there's lots to like about this meal provider. So firstly, the positives. One, as I mentioned before, there are lots of options for those who have dietary restrictions. So if you're living a gluten-free, lactose-free diet, for example, you'll find plenty of meal options there. But also for those that are perhaps having to adopt a therapeutic diet, such as low FODMAP, you'll find a lot of meals that will work within that regime. This is really great for those that are transitioning to this style of eating for the first time, or simply want to enjoy someone else cooking rather than having to cook their own meals all the time. So that's the first tick for me. The second one was that they are so flavoursome. So I later found out that one of the founders was also a chef at one of Melbourne's best restaurants, Movita's. So there's no doubt that these are going to be flavour-packed meals that you can really feel satisfied after eating. The other thing that I really liked was that they were pretty well priced for a delivered meal, and you can have the option to reduce the prices by either choosing those meals that are 2 serves. Keep in mind that you will need to add your sides to that, or increasing the amount of meals that you order at one time. Now let's talk nutrition. So if you're counting calories, most of the meals are around 450, 480 calories. There is an option to choose some that are lower calories, about 380, but there's not a huge amount of meals in that range, but can be helpful if you are trying to cap your daily calorie intake. Now, as I mentioned, the macronutrients do vary widely amongst the different meals. But what is really important for me is looking at the protein content, and it was really nice to see there are some options with a higher amount of protein. One thing there isn't though are many low carbohydrate options. So if you're a low carber or adopting a keto style diet, you are going to be pretty limited in what you choose. So I would love to have seen a few more low carb options available. Now with the ingredients, they do use a lot of whole food ingredients, which is a positive. They do, however, have some artificial ingredients that do creep in, which again, I would love to see that they try and make that move to get rid of anything artificial in there. However, comparatively to some of the other meal providers, particularly, those ones that you find on the supermarket shelves, they are doing pretty well and heading in the right direction. Now, the We Feed You meals are really convenient. Not only can you just simply order online, the delivery process is really smooth, but you can also find some retailers in some areas who do stock the meals. So if you're wanting to pick something up as an emergency, just jump on their website and there's a map of the retailers. So overall, I really enjoyed the We Feed You meal delivery. It's definitely a provider that I'll have on my list and may even order on a regular basis in the future. If you do want to hear some more reviews of meal providers, make sure you like this video and also check out the full article on mealprep.com.au. Also, if you are going to choose one of the meal providers you'll find there on MealPrep, make sure you leave your own review so other people can have a look and decide whether it's right for them. Thanks.